Now, I'd like to welcome us all to tonight's meeting. This is Coach FO. My name is Ferintola Onogurua. I'm the lead coach at Hayil Consult Limited. We working with a group of wellness coaches. Good, four being the worst case. Four being the worst case. 0 to 1 being what is good. So you want to work on that to make sure it is low all the time. And then we spoke about the prostate biopsy, where it's a procedure where a small sample of prostate tissue is collected and examined under a microscope to determine if cancer cells are present. And then the third one, in a lot of cases, is the digital rectal exam. So with that, it can be seen if there is an enlargement and it can be dealt with. So that's going through what we did last week. So today we're looking at using diet and lifestyle adjustments to prevent prostate cancer and to manage it to avoid complications. So having understood what is prostate cancer, the prostate cancer is the third issue that can go wrong with the prostate gland. The first one is prostatitis. The second one is the BPH, which we call the benign prostate hyperplasia, which is the enlargement of the prostate gland, but the cells are not cancerous with BPH. So the third one is prostate cancer, and that's the worst that can happen, and that's the one we're looking at since last week. So having understood what is prostate cancer, research suggests that lifestyle and dietary factors can influence prostate cancer. And that's generally what, and we've spoken about the ethnicity and the race. So blacks are predisposed. African Americans, men are predisposed to developing prostate cancer. And that's why we have to intensify enlightenment to get people to know that yes, we are predisposed, but yes, it can be prevented if we will just follow these suggestions. And so the key factors in prostate cancer prevention, we look at the 24-hour body cycle. I love to go through that because honestly, if that is the first major adjustment you do, you will be helping yourself a lot. We look at a 24-hour day holistically. Let's start from 4 a.m. A lot of people wake up between 4 and 5. So the first 8 hours of the day from that angle will be from 4 a.m. till about 12 noon. So when in these 8 hours, we call it the elimination phase because we've divided the day into 3. We call it the elimination phase. In this elimination phase, honestly, you don't eat cooked food. That's the area that a lot of people find difficult. And I understand because while growing up, our mother used to give us breakfast before we leave the house. We used to eat before 7, before we go to school in the morning. And so we have been used to that. In fact, when I first entered School of Nursing in 1984, if we finish taking over in the ward in the morning, I will run to go and eat before I will come and do my own chore in the ward. It was that bad. It's a mental thing. So I believe I must eat in the morning before I can walk. That is just a belief because that's the way we were brought up. So now we're saying we need to make an adjustment. You're already over 30 if you're on this call. That means that at 30, your basic metabolic rate slows down. That's the rate at which you break down food that you have eaten. So please don't bother to eat 3 times a day anymore. Your meal should be between 12 noon and 6 p.m. And that's twice a day with at least a 4 to 5 hour interval. And if you eat before 6, so that the food will digest before you go to bed. That's the reason. That's the reason. So if you look at it, okay, there's a 16-hour fast. Your last meal is 6, then you are eating again tomorrow by 12. That's like 16 to 18-hour fast. I tell you, that's the first adjustment you have to do. That's the first adjustment you have to do. So in the morning, when you wake up, drink lots of water and drink aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel helps you to detoxify. That's its main function. It's the accumulation of toxins in the body that allows diseases to grow. So once you can detoxify, you're good. You want to keep your gut as clean as possible. You want to keep your gut is your second brain. And the large intestine, which you call the colon, you heard them say death begins in the colon. That is where problem starts. The accumulation of toxins in the colon. Now, it's the colon that has the capacity to distend. So for most men, they have this protruding belly. It's not stomach, it's belly, is the abdomen. The stomach is just a small sac right under, by the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. That's where you have the stomach. It's just a small pouch. The bulk of that abdominal area is filled with the small and the large intestine. The large intestine is about 24 feet long. So imagine 24 feet. It is long and winding, meaning that the process of food passing through it is slow. That's why we tend to accumulate lots of toxins at that point. And so it descends. And that is where diseases go. So the prevention, the secret to wealth, to wellness is detoxification. So in the morning, everything you want to do is geared towards detoxification. So you want to wake up, drink lots of water that is not cold, just water at room temperature, drink your aloe vera gel, meditate, study, pray, do all your spiritual exercises, do your mental exercises. Fresh ideas will come to you of all the things you want to do during the day. You will have finished the mental work in the morning. So that helps you to increase your productivity and your profitability. And then 6:30, you want to exercise. When you do your physical exercise, you enjoy the vitamin D in the rising sun. You enjoy motility of your joints. You sweat, which is a method of detoxification. If you have ever tasted your sweat, you see that it's salty. You aid blood circulation. Each one of us have 5 liter size of blood. That's 500 mils times 10. That one sachet of pure water is averagely 500 mils. So 10 of that is the volume of blood in each of us that has to be pumped around the body by the heart. So what happens is the heart pumps the blood, the arteries circulate the blood, the veins bring the blood back to the heart again for purification. So when you exercise, you aid blood circulation, especially supply to the brain. The food of the brain is oxygen, and it's bonded with the hemoglobin content in the blood. So when you increase blood circulation to the brain, I tell you, your mental capacity will remain intact. The reason a lot of people can no more think well as they grow old, they begin to have memory loss and all of that, is because they don't do exercise. So there are so many benefits of exercise. You don't have to run, you don't have to jog. Brisk walk that will help you to break sweat. Brisk walk. So please start. Even if it's 30 minutes every day, make it a part of your timetable. Don't be too busy for yourself. You need to love yourself first. Honestly, you need to. I love, I'm on LinkedIn, and Tony Elumelu is the chairman of Hairs Holding, Transcorp, Hilton, UBA, and all of that. And the guy says when he was 30, he started taking exercise seriously. Apparently, the wife is also health conscious. They have 7 children, but she still ran in the London Marathon this year after 7 children. Tony is 60, is not feeling 60. So let it be part of, you don't want to be successful and then there's no life to enjoy the money. No, don't let that be you. Health is the first wealth. So please make time. Love yourself. Nobody can love you more than you love yourself. So this 24-hour body cycle is your first adjustment.